Good day and maliwanag na bukas para sa lahat. Welcome to Kulay Rosas na podcast. This is our first special episode of my new program here at Listen to My Heartbeat podcast. Well, shoutout muna sa mga fellow kakampings ko dyan na nakikinig. Alam kong ang lahat ay abala sa house-to-house campaign for Leni, Kiko. So keep safe and to more pink houses to come. Now, to start this podcast, let me just share to you the reason why I started this podcast. Well, I was at McDonald's on a rainy day and I bought my favorite McCrispy chicken sandwich, then partnered with an iced coffee chocolate flavor. Medyo weird kasi maulan at malamig naman, pero yun, iced coffee pa rin yung pinili ko. Matapang. I was wearing my pink bucket hat which says Laban Tayo, and my friend who was working at McDo recognized it and asked if I was a volunteer for Leni. Then naisip ko, I haven't done anything to campaign for Leni aside from the merch that I launched. If you are not familiar, I had a Leni Essential Kit sold on Shopee. It was featured on Bicol.ph and that made me kilig so much. Well, I only had 2 purchases from that. So I also tried reselling the bucket hat, which fortunately received 22 orders. Wow. So yun nga, the rest, I was a member of Army for Leni. That is an organization of BTS fans, which we call Army. Well, there are also K-pop stands for Leni, and I think it was already recognized by VP Leni from the previous campaigns she had. That was really amazing because all the K-pop stands reunited for this historical movement. So do I. I also joined the organization composed of K-pop stands for Leni. But what was the reason why I am campaigning for VP Leni, whom I fondly call Mama Leni? After she announced her candidacy for presidency, I am certain that it was the right choice to make. She has the qualities of a good leader, and apart from that, she is also a follower. Ikaw, ano ba yung mas pipiliin mo? Yung maimpluwensya dahil sa pamilya o yung may impluwensya dahil sa may nagawa na? Doon ako sa may nagawa na. Sabi nga nila, si Leni, maraming resibo, walang utang sa bayan, hindi magnanakaw, walang inuurungan. At higit sa lahat, sasamahan ka sa panahong sinusubok ka ng lahat. I have this story, a very personal one. This happened last year when I was not feeling my best. Hindi dahil sa maraming DLP na kailangan gawin, pero dahil sa lahat ng stress na dala ng pagiging estudyante, anak at pagiging Pilipino. Ang lalim nun ha. Pero sa sobrang hirap at kawalan ng lakas ng loob na humingi ng tulong o kaya may kausapin lang, I was thinking of meeting the angels from heaven, which cannot solve the problem and it should never be the solution. You know what? May isang bagay lang akong naisip sa panahon na iyon, yung boto ko. Sayang yung isang boto na maibibigay ko kay Mama Leni. Ang isang boto na yun ay maaaring makapanalo sa kanya. Bawat boto ay mahalaga, kaya mas pinili ko na lumaban. O diba? Malalim talaga ang hugot ko pagdating sa eleksyon na ito. Buhay nga naman ang nakataya. Pero hindi lang naman ang buhay ko ang pinag-uusapan dito, kundi ang buhay ng Pilipinas at ng buong Pilipino. Saan natin gugustuhing mabuhay? Siyempre, sa bansang may kasiguraduhan. Walang hirap, kundi may ginhawa. Sabi nga nila, sa gobyernong tapat, angat buhay lahat. Ikaw, kasama ka ba sa aangat? Oo, kung sa palagay mo ay siya na ang sagot sa lahat ng mga kaguluhan na ito. Hayaan mong kulayan niya ng rosas ng bukas na may kasiguraduhan. No more wars, no more corruption, just peace and hope. This is the end of the first special episode of Kulay Rosas na podcast. This is just the start and we still have a lot to learn or to talk about in this podcast. So if you're still listening and you want to be one of my guests, then you can send me a PM or just comment anything on the comment section. And just to make this interactive, maybe you can also comment the lines or your favorite statement that you heard from this podcast, and let's talk about it. To my fellow kakampings, lalaban tayo.